think the word I would use to describe RLPS would be integrity.
I think they're consummate professionals. It's a trust that you know that they have the background, the knowledge to do important work, to share with you things that you may not have considered.
Because they're so collaborative, I can honestly say that when they walk into our community, they leave their egos at the door.
Incredible group of talented individuals that become part of your team.
We are an architectural firm. We also do master planning, and we've got a strong interiors group as well.
Everybody here is kind of working to the same end, which is to create great projects, but create projects that are right for our clients.
My favorite thing about RLPS really happens, I'd say, daily in the office, and it's when people are running out the door to presentations, and there's always a voice that says, "How can I help?"
We have collaboration in the office, and we have a good time doing it.
We have partners sitting out on the floor, we have designers, we have construction administrators, everybody's out in the same studio space.
When there's a challenge, something that's presented within the office, everybody's opinion is valued.
You know, you can get in a funk where every day you're doing the same thing, but that really doesn't happen here.
You are only as good as your staff. They're the people that are delivering the work and creating the impression out there in the world. So treat them well and value what they have to say and be good listeners.
A lot of times when you talk about ethics, it's how you're dealing with difficult situations. I think that's where ethics really come into play. Our approach has always been address problems right at the forefront. If you think a problem's going to go away with time, in fact, it's just the opposite. Things will get worse. You take responsibility, and I think if you address that situation with a client or with a staff member very quickly, explain what you're doing and why you're doing it, that builds trust up between yourselves, your clients, and your staff.
We were founded in the 1950s, and we've grown to a national firm.
We realized years ago when we got even bigger than 80 that there's a point you cross where you no longer feel like a small kind of family business. And we didn't like it. And I think we've realized that 70 to 80 is probably our sweet spot. And we really don't have a desire to get a lot bigger than that.
I don't necessarily think of RLPS as just a career. For me and my life, it's really been part of my family.
Hard work is something that both drives, but it also inspires.
We like to nurture designers and kind of bring them up right out of school. We found that works best for us.
I think that, the way that we invest in the people, both in a work setting, but also from just a relationship standpoint. And we handle our clients the same way.
Soon after I started here, I was in a meeting and we were going around and around trying to make a decision on something. And then someone brought up, well, what is the right thing to do? And that answered the question right away. I remember thinking to myself, I made the right decision coming here to work.
Our track record shows that once people do come, they tend to stay for a long time.
We've done the research for our clients, so we know that connections with nature and views are important for people for their well-being and productivity if you're thinking of an office environment. And the neat thing for us as employees is you see that here at our office. To me, what better way to spark creativity than to have nature, right there at your doorstep.
We do our annual gingerbread display in December.
We have started doing the food drive as part of the gingerbread display. It is a lot of work, and it's all after hours, so there's a pretty big commitment that goes into producing that every year. But it's all volunteer, and it's a lot of fun.
I love the community that our office has, just being able to take time for people.
It's not just about the special events, it's about those one-off moments where you have the opportunity to get to know your coworkers better.
I think it's a very forward-thinking firm, and I think as much as we work hard and take our jobs very seriously, the culture here of family and friendship and teamwork, I think, is pretty amazing.